Hi, Lou Pulsfer here, and I'm going to talk about what is a game designer from a sort of a functional view or a goal view. I have a definition of game design, but I'm not going to inflict that on you. And what brought this to mind was being at Proto ATL, a convention in Atlanta, Georgia, where 150 people, almost all of them at least call themselves game designers, got together to play test their games and have other designers comment on them. Well, I have said various things about what a game designer is, but calling yourself a game designer to me does not make you a game designer. You have to show that you've done something. Game design is always about doing something, not about saying or claiming something. So the bottom level of are you a game designer is the people who call themselves game designers, and there are over 10,000 on LinkedIn, for example. The next lowest rung is someone else played your game. You've made a game and someone else has played it, and that's good, but you're not yet a game designer, not to me. The next rung is you completed a game, possibly for your friends, possibly for other purposes. You've gone through all the work and time involved and you've completed the game. The next rung up is you submitted the game to be published somewhere, and of course, some people don't do that, they self-publish. So they're not submitting a game to a publisher. The next rung up is you get a game published, although that could be for free, but that's pretty much what let's say, game designers do. The next level up is you get paid for a game, whether it actually gets published or not, like you get in advance. And that happens perhaps more than you might think, where people submit a game, it's accepted, and then it's never published. And the top level here would be someone else decides to publish your game, that it was worth publishing, and they do so, and they pay you for it. Now, each person's going to have his own notion about where along that spectrum they fit. Some will think it's good enough to call themselves a game designer. Some will think it's good enough to have someone else play your game, and you can make a strong argument for that. Some will think money is the determining factor, and of course here we could differentiate between amateur and pro game designers, and the amateurs are not aiming at money and the pros are. But you can be an amateur designer and design games and people can play your games and you never get paid a dime for it. So is there a single answer? No. But I think my answer is calling yourself a game designer is not good enough. You've got to do something to earn that moniker before it makes sense to call yourself a game designer. Your mileage may vary. Thanks for listening.